All right, kids, we have yet another video from the 7.0 War Log. Last one here, we had an interesting match against a Turkish clan or some shit. Latvian clan, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's Polish. Fantastic war for us because we actually showed up. The other team, for some reason, did not. Anyway, I was going to show a valk attack on a base that I've showed in several times doing goho or goho attacks. But now with the valkyries buffed like they are, they can tear through bases, and bases like this that are ultra compact are really easy to use valkyrie attacks. Also, another benefit of a base like this is that it's super easy to create a big funnel. So I'm going to show this attack and some of the finer points about it. I don't know if they're fine or not. Anyway, so I wanted to clear the clan castle out and see what was in there. The base above me was a wizard and dragon and archers. The one below was a hound. I was hoping a hound, and it is a hound. Yay. So I'll drag that bastard way up here. The idea behind this attack in gohos and whatnot has always been to kind of clear that one partition that's closest to the queen and move into the core, and then use hogs to clean up the rest of it. It's been very effective. In this case, I'm going to go about my raid normally as I do and create a funnel to get into that one compartment there. In this case, if I kill the hound or don't, I don't really care. They can't do much to the valkyries once they're on the ground. And luckily I have enough wizards and the queen around that if the pups pop, which they do, it's not that big a deal. I didn't bother bringing wall breakers. Valkyries do their own wall breaking quite well. And if you add water, they also make their own sauce. Often I'll use a jump spell. I haven't been doing that either. Again, they make great wall breakers, so I just rage them to get them into that compartment and let them go. Now in this case I brought a fair amount of minions for cleanup, which will start here shortly once they break into the next compartment. Because there's no big bombs, as you can tell, on the inside. Nothing in the core, nothing in those compartments. So they're all on the outside, and I had a bad feeling that if I brought a bunch of wizards or archers, somehow they'd end up getting blowed up, and I wouldn't be able to complete this raid in time. That didn't happen to be the case, luckily. If you'll notice where the big bombs are, they're on those sides. Which is very interesting, because after these Valkyries break through and start getting into the cleanup process, while the king is clearing the second to last compartment, they'll run through a big bomb and it doesn't affect them at all for the most part. So unlike hog attacks that I normally am used to, where the hogs are incapacitated, they've got about an eighth of their life left. Last compartment is pretty easy. 2 golems up, king is up, tanking, a couple of wizards, a couple of archers, and 6 or 7, maybe 8 valks, and they just tear through and destroy this. So an example of how to beat this base with a different army composition, and also a nice example of how buff the Valkyries now are. A couple of things you'll just quickly notice. Instead of running a max golem in the clan castle, I ran max valks. You get a little more out of them than you would the golem, especially with a Valkyrie attack, where the Valkyries are going to overcome your golems pretty quickly because they are so effing fast. All right, that's about it. Thanks, kids.